Mr. Praveen Khare. An alumni of Rachana Sansad Academy of Architecture, Praveen Khade started his own firm, KR Architects, in 2012. From Dahisar to Thane, his firm has involved in numerous high-rise projects designed in Mumbai city. Mr. Khade religiously practices the architecture on the ideologies of professional ethics, partnership with clients, and collaboration with consultants and professionals from the construction fraternity. So let's welcome Mr. Praveen Eknath Khade.
Before I starting my presentation, one ideology I want to share with you. Many high rises in the world are today is going very rapidly because of metro cities and job opportunities and population and high-end living. That that very much is attracting the people. So now, before sharing my presentation with you, one slide I want to share. Before starting this presentation, this is what I think building is like human body, because I correlate every building with like our human being. Just like human body, the brain is main controller of the body, where you can coordinating and monitoring the all body activities. Like in building, BMS technology now mostly used in high-rise building, which manage and control the all mechanical or electrical equipment, controlling the building safety point of view, electrical point of view, and mechanical point of view. So like in human body, eyes give us the vision. Same like in building, we are use video surveillance systems, lighting, more or other the sensor system, temperature sensor, humidity sensor. Most of the items are correlated with the human body. So our main thoughts or main high-rise building, while designing high-rise building, we always thought that high-rise building is like a human body. So human body is also sustainable. Like high-rise building, we can also, while designing, we can give more inputs, more services, more planning and air ventilation, like lighting, electrical, we can properly manage. So accordingly, human body, we can also building can sustain long time. So on that basis, I can start my presentation regarding making high-rise sustainable using technology. First thing is need of high-rise building. Because of high-rise building demands rising population of metropolitan cities required more homes, and in cities less area is available to construct the houses. Only one option is remaining, so we can build on high-rise building in metropolitan cities. So strategically increasing number of homes per plot land area in cities is very high. In land area is minimum, and our number of homes is increases vertically. Second, most in this day we talk about sustainability. Sustainability, this subject is most of people and most of professional talking only sustainability, but actual approach and actual action we need to do current in scenario. So what is a sustainability? Sustainability means is a concept related to the development of product, goods, services that involves meeting our present needs without compromising ability of future generation to fulfill their own needs. And why it is so important? Ensure for future for all, reduce the energy uses, healthy habitat for all, and social impact. And as an architect, we are using smart technology. As a design architect, we are using beam modeling system. Normally, BIM is means building information modeling or building information management. It's a process. In most of professional, it is a misconception regarding BIM. BIM means software. Most of a professional thought like that. But BIM is not a software. BIM is a process. Means building information modeling and building information management. It is a highly collaborative process that allow architects, engineers, real estate developer, contractors, manufacturers, and other construction professional to plan, design, and construct the structures and building within the 3D model, not in 2D. So you can see on the right hand side, the building information modeling is centrally placed, or firstly design architect conceptualize design, then detailed design in next stage is going on, where structural consultant and MEP consultant play important role to give the all the services and structural stability to the structure. Then we can do the analysis part, energy simulation, uh, uh, energy simulation, etc. And second, documentation. Further part is documentation, where project management consultant quantify costing. This will done, and after that the fabrication. After that the construction in 4D and 5D 5D areas. After that, the construction, logistic, operation and maintenance, demolition process, renovation and program. These processes uh, going on, time by time, where we can on beam modeling, we can give the all information, we can get the all information regarding current and future sustainability for the building. In market, uh, many software is available, like Autodesk Revit, Autodesk Green Building Studio, Ecotech, Archicad. The many software is now available in the market. But many professionals are not techno savvy to adapt this technology for high-rise building or for sustainable building. So we are using most of our project in high-rise this software, BIM software. So can client easily quantify, easily approachable to the future any problems, yeah, or future development for the building. The benefit of the BIM in the construction: maximize efficiency, reduce the cost and wastage, improve the cost estimate, better insight into the project's communication and collaboration, and less risk and wastage, and better end result, which is very properly we can use this software to construct the any high-rise building. So what role does BIM play in sustainable construction? So firstly, greater transparency during the design phase, greater efficiency during the design and construction phase, and thirdly, great control during the operation phase. All three phases are very important nowadays, because cost constraint is very much taken care of when we can use the BIM technology. How BIM offer greater transparency during the design phase? So BIM allows the highly transparency process from day one. Design data added to the shear model. We can design the all each and every elements in 3D So easily we can rectify the each and every problems before execution time. So each stakeholder in the project can quickly and easily assess the full real-time summary of what product and material being proposed, how they will be fabricated and installed, what can be expected as to their performance uh, post-construction. This transparency allows for contractors, engineers, suppliers, and more to provide their knowledge and experience to the overall construction and operation of the building early on. So basically, being before execution, we can resolve the all problems. We can discuss, we can analyze, uh, and we can construct the building later on. And this is not ensure the most environmentally responsible material methods are used during the construction, but also save the time, money by avoiding rework, schedule delay during the construction through the better planning upfront. Third one is how the beam offer the greater efficiency during the design and construction phase. Firstly is the fast speed of job completion, efficiency and cost saving that come from prefabrication, reduction in errors and havoc troubleshooting, and reduction in crew redundancy, improvement in asset management, and many other area. Fourth one is how beam offer the great control during the operational phases. In past, once construction project was finished, there was not a lot builder can do help improve the ongoing operation of the building. However, thanks to the high level of detail and ease of shareability inherent to the 3D model created during the beam, the wealth of operational data and insight can be passed along to the building owner and manager, improving their ability to run the building as it to the maximum potential. Proactive construction professionals are taking the advantage of this benefit of the beam process by including long-term environmentally conscious operational recommendation and maintenance schedule in their completed project parameters. And mostly nowadays we are using the building management or automation system, which is very useful nowadays. So BMS and BS is a computer-based control system installed in the building that control and monitor the building mechanical, electrical equipment. The main component of the BMS and their basic functionality as boiler control, HVAC, lighting control, electrical power control, heating, ventilation, security and observation, fire alarm system, elevators, and plumbing and water monitoring. We can all these factors we can manage through a BMS system, which is very important and a major role play nowadays. The information and communication technologies, which is come under HVAC. HVAC means heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So smart HVAC system use the multiple sensor for monitoring and control. Software interprets information from various sensor points to optimize the HVAC system operation while improving the occupant comfort. Smart HVAC control can limit the energy consumption in unoccupied building zones, detect and diagnose the fault and reduce the HVAC uses, particularly during the time of peak energy demand. Second one is lighting. The smart lighting consists of advanced control that incorporated the daylighting, advanced occupancy, and dimming function to eliminate the overlit spaces. Smart lighting in corridor works in alternative sequence automatically during the non-peak hours to save the energy. The lighting level control are rapidly developing and gaining the market recognition. And fourth one is lighting system can be controlled wirelessly, scheduled into the lighting management system. And second one is plug load. The plug load includes the 100 types of portable offices, miscellaneous equipment in the building. So some smart strip can be sense primarily loads such as computer, operate peripheral device accordingly. The next one is window shading, which is very much important for high-rise building. The smart window system manages amount of solar heat and daylight that enters the building. The system consists of passive active window glazing flames that respond to change the sunlight or temperature. Auto control shades that are scheduled to operate at the specific time of the day to control the light level and solar heat gain. In the retrofits, smart shading technology have greatest energy saving potential in the building with untimed single pane window. Next one is human operation. Uh, for building occupant, they can use mobile apps to control some works function such as lighting. Operator can interface with the smart building through the computer dashboard, user-friendly interactive display of the building operation and energy use. And dashboard allow the building operator to analyze the all building data centrally and receive the alert on faults. And next one is smart lift, which is nowadays commonly used in high-rise buildings. The smart lifts can make the traveling between high-rise building floor more efficient in terms of both time and energy. Instead of a regular lift with buttons that goes up or down, passenger can type in the floor that wish to go to and are directed to the lift. That will take them there with the fewest number of the stop. By stopping at fewer floor, smart lift consumes the less energy, thereby making the entire building more energy efficient. All these factors, what I'm going through it. So all this smart technology we can use for high-rise sustainable purpose. So that's all from my side regarding sustainable high rises using smart technology topic. Thank you.